Welcome back to the
All right.
podcast. We're here.
What is up, my dudes
Hey, Ryan.
and gals?
Hey. You go. Episode
65.
Wow, 4-way, and we're officially done.
And we can retire. We'll never have to worry about putting another podcast out late ever again.
No, think of how many podcasts there are out there that never got to number 69.
Some of them were probably close. Some of them probably quit in the 60s. They were just close to greatness and then never got it.
Yeah, it's like when you're digging for gold or like digging for diamonds, and it's like you've already dug 100 feet underground, and it's like one more foot to go, but you just give up too early.
Yep.
One more foot to greatness. One more foot to all of that cash money.
I'm pretty sure there's a poster that's exactly that, like one of those inspirational ones that were like on the walls in elementary
That's exactly
school.
what I was referring to.
Yeah.
I think a lot of podcasts got close to 69 and then they realized they couldn't live up to that 69 moment and they just quit while they were ahead.
Hell, well, now there's pressure on us. What are we going to do at 69?
We're only a month away.
I mean, we've been preparing for this moment since episode 1. This is why we do what we do, is so we can get to that episode.
I mean, I don't, we need to celebrate more on episode 69 than we ever have on this podcast.
Okay.
More presents, more booze.
How should we do that?
I don't know.
We can maybe even have just like a makeshift bev cart, like right in front, like not the full cart, but like just the alcohol part.
Yeah.
Right in front of the desk here.
You know,
we
what
just
we could
grab and
do? I've seen it. We have to get one. We've got time because we got 4 more episodes to go. But there's a little mini bev cart thing. It's like a table decoration that you can fill with booze, and then there's a pump at the top.
Really?
You put Fireball in it or some shit.
I love this.
We'll have to do that.
Well, you're behind the glass, so that's going to be tough for you.
We'll get you a hose.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
We'll just pour the shots into the hose for you.
There's so many warm beers just sitting around here. I could just grab one of those and
That's
pretend.
from your buddy Jared.
Yeah, for real.
He loves leaving wounded soldiers around
there.
I usually leave at least one wounded soldier.
in the podcast.
Well, from You Betcha Radio, I have a glass of whiskey or 2, and then I'll usually have 1 beer on the podcast because I got to drive home still, right?
Right.
This is over like a 3-hour span. And if I get into that second beer, that baby's not going down any more than like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, you can't because like, I don't know about you. Actually eat lunch. I don't eat lunch during the day. And on Tuesdays, they get really long. And I have one of those whiskeys in Miles' office and I'm already feeling pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then if he gives me another one, then I'm really feeling good and I just won't drink on the podcast, period. Yeah.
Tuesdays are the worst days.
They suck. That's
We
why
don't get out of here
we're
till
so
8
late for you guys
PM.
half the time.
Yeah. Also, if there's any ever concern of like, oh God, these guys stopped before episode 69. They're not going to do another episode because it didn't drop Wednesday morning. Don't worry. We will literally drop an episode every single week.
No matter what.
We're going to try and keep it consistent with Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Probably going forward, it's going to be one of the 2. I'm not going to promise anything.
The last 2 weeks have been Thursday.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. Breakfast ball.
Also, we're presented by DraftKings. Welcome back to the podcast.
Guys, the Double Bogey Show presented by DraftKings.
Smash that subscribe button.
Okay. Can you mute him, Matt? You and I can have a conversation real
How
quick.
about you hit the bell, dude?
But yes, even if we have to get this thing out to you Sunday, we will. So
We'll go back to back Sunday, Monday if we have to.
yeah, just count on that. Did you have a good Christmas?
I had a great Christmas. How was yours?
It was good.
I didn't get a single fucking golf thing
I did.
except for this necklace I'm wearing.
Yeah, why are you still wearing that?
I'm wearing it today because I feel like I need to update people on the status of my current golf relationship.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, or are we gonna talk about Christmas?
We'll get to both. This is a Christmas present. It's both.
Okay, I didn't know that was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, you've all been informed that my golfing buddy cheated on me and golfed with other people, right? To make up for that, he listened to the podcast. He knew what he did wrong.
Did he listen to it organically, or did someone tell him about it?
I don't know.
There's no way he listened to it organically.
He does listen to the podcast. I don't know if he listens to it regularly,
Interesting.
but he'll bring up shit that we talk about on here all the time.
Okay.
So it said it's a Kirkland golf ball cut in half with a hole drilled in the middle and a chain through it. And he has the other half of the golf ball. So now we have golf friendship necklaces, even though we're men in our late 20s, and I have one kid and another on the way. We're very established adults, and now we have friendship necklaces to make up for him cheating on me. And I would like everyone to know I've forgiven him. That's all it took.
How did he cut that in half?
I don't know. I asked him. He said he tried to use a table saw first, and I was like, well, that's fucking stupid.
Why is that stupid?
Using
How are you gonna get a grip
saw
on
to
it?
cut a golf ball?
Yeah, you just grip the end like this. You just run it through.
Get one of your friends to hold us out. All right, go for it.
I don't know how he did it.
What does the inside of it look like?
Here you go. It's just black.
So that's the inside of a Kirkland, or did he paint it?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
Because I don't.
Oh, because it's yellow inside the hole that's drilled.
Yeah, so that's definitely not what the inside. He had to have painted that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he went to extreme lengths.
Yeah, and he put it in like a jewelry box.
Is that cubic zirconium?
I think this golf ball is actually a diamond. This is a huge fucking diamond.
Sell it on the podcast. You won't.
I won't. You're right.
I sold my driver.
My friendship is worth more than that.
Also, I do have a high toe 56 degree tailor made. If anyone is,
God.
no, I'm kidding. I gotta keep that thing. That's my backup set now.
Yep.
New clubs still haven't came in, by the way.
So
it's only been.
Santa didn't deliver for you.
So this weekend it'll be 3 weeks, which is fine. He did tell me 2 to 4 weeks. So
that means 4.
But I'm thinking, as I usually do with other people, under promise, over deliver. So I'm thinking maybe I could get these things in 2. Still haven't got a phone call yet. It's also currently negative 30 out right now.
Holy fucking, it's going to get colder this weekend.
Yeah. Simulator might even shut down. It's so cold.
Actually.
Like the power might go out everywhere.
I did that TikTok on Monday, and I genuinely checked. It was closed because they didn't want their workers to come in that weather.
Yeah, I believe that.
Which is fine. I understand that completely. But it's only here in Canada where the weather can actually close the simulator. It's
not even
indoors.
I wouldn't even call it the weather. It's more of like even the temperature can close businesses down.
It's sad.
And high of negative 21 on Saturday. High.
What the?
No, that's wrong. I just looked at Saturday. It's minus 12, Matt.
No, look at the wind chill.
Okay, I don't count wind chill.
Well, wind chill is very real.
I just use the iPhone app.
Yeah, Saturday the first high of negative 12, low of negative 23.
Maybe that's what I was looking at. Maybe I'm just dramatic.
Well,
Either way.
I think part of me just doesn't want to believe you that it's going to be negative 25.
He's in denial. New Year's Eve is supposed to be like in negative 20s. How many drunk kids are going to get frostbite trying to walk home?
Well, I just hope nobody dies trying to walk home because your body will literally shut down.
When I was at the news, we had a similar New Year's Eve like 2 years ago where it was super, super cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like 5 live shots showing people how cold it was. Like I froze bubbles and I froze a banana and shit like that and like flash froze an egg just to show people like that's what's going to happen to your skin. And then I went out in a sweatshirt. Immediately after
Not
my
even
shift,
a vest on it?
No. As soon as my shift was over, I went downtown in a sweatshirt.
Is that irresponsible journalism?
Absolutely. That is the definition of irresponsible journalism.
Well, that's like Aaron Andrews and Aaron Rodgers having a 6-foot socially distanced interview after the game and then hugging afterwards.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
I'm with you. I'm gonna leave COVID off the board.
Well, no, I'm just telling you the relationship between the two is like
the on camera, off camera.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yep.
I guarantee that you said in that story or whatever, you're like, everybody stay home if you can.
No, I literally at the end of every single one said, "All right, folks, stay warm, stay safe, have a happy New Year."
So
all right, what clubs we hitting tonight, guys?
And as soon as the live shot's over, I'm texting my friends, "What bars are you at now?" Because I didn't get off till 10.
Damn.
So as soon as that live shot hit, I didn't even go back in the office. I would just walk straight downtown, grab my clothes out of my truck, and went.
What's your plans for New Year's this year? Actually, hang on, hold that, Matt. Let's come back to that. What did you get for Christmas?
I didn't get any golf shit.
I did.
Surprisingly. I have been told that I am getting a golf shelf my uncle is making.
A golf shelf?
Like he made it out of like it's like a coat hanger, but the hooks you hang your coat on are old golf club heads. So he's like really crafty. And so he's like putting lacquer on it or some shit and it needs to dry. So that's
Are the heads coming from your current clubs?
No, they came.
Did you get new ones?
No, it came from that wooden set that we got the driver from.
You did just get a bonus.
I did. And I'm not going to spend it on clubs.
I might need to buy a new truck now because I don't know if mine's going to start in this weather. It did start this morning,
It's
luckily.
tough, dude.
Because that baby sits outside. She's a trooper.
Yeah.
She's been going for like 5 years for me in negative degree temps, never been parked inside. I'm worried about her.
It's
Bad.
like the dog. This might be the dog's last hunt.
Yes.
It might be your truck's
Might be
last
the
winter.
truck's last winter.
Take
Which
it on
is
a
very-
nice cruise around town.
Actually,
do all
that's
the favorite things.
Yeah.
Get it premium.
No, yeah, I'll fucking fill that baby up with premium. I'll take her for a nice drive because I do like to go drive. That's kind of like my creative thinking.
I thought
way.
your shower was your creative space.
I have multiple.
Oh, okay.
Is that fine?
No.
Um,
Pick one.
so I might do that, and then on the back. So the thing about living in the Midwest is we have salty roads. They put salt and they put sand on the road, and it really just screws up the back end of my truck.
Lots of rust.
So I am rusting right now. I am rusting. Classy, bougie, rusting. Now there is
So bad.
there is rusting onto the rust.
How is
So
that?
it's like 2 or 3 layers now.
That's just corrosive rust.
It's just
period.
more rust, you think?
Yeah. I don't think the rust can rust.
It is.
It can-
and it's bad.
It can get worse, right?
Should I try and sell my truck right now on the podcast?
No. This is
Collector's item.
$8,000.
this isn't your personal Craigslist.
2011 GMC Sierra,
God damn it.
190,000 miles. $8,000. I might even deliver it to you, depending on where you're at.
If you can give him a ride back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go 9. We'll go 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, start hhi.
Yeah.
Eight,
Maybe 10.
8 if you're willing to give him a ride back.
Episode 83 is going to be down to 6.
Episode 100, I'm like $1,500.
Kelly
Who
Blue-
the fuck wants it?
Kelly Blue Book's got it at like $1,000.
I know. I gotta check Kelly Blue Book. I'm gonna have to get rid of that thing soon. Get some value out of
They
it.
should make a Kelly Blue Book for clubs.
That is actually a great idea.
So if you go to try to trade in your clubs and they want to offer you something low, you're like, well, actually, in the Arnold Blue Book, it says that they're worth $500 more than
Yeah.
you want to give me.
Tiger's Red Book.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like what Second Swing is, but you just can't, I don't think you can look at them online because there's just so many of them.
Yeah. And those are refurbished, so they mark them up too. So like if you want to go
Well,
in, because in Kelly Blue Book, you can put how used your truck is and like what the interior and exterior is like, how much rust there is. And then that puts that into consideration when it gives you the value. So you do that with your clubs. It's like, yeah, I've used them for this many seasons. They're not shiny. There's a couple dents on a couple irons. What are they worth?
I don't think irons can dent, Tyler.
I dented I dropped one of my wedges on the concrete and it had a little like,
Oh, it's scuffed.
it had like a nick coming out of it.
Okay, a nick. Yeah, I don't think it can dent.
Yeah,
that's
I think it was a dent.
that's like solid steel.
I wish I could prove it to you, but I left it at Scottsdale. So
Really?
yeah,
That's a bummer.
it is a bummer.
We should maybe go back down there and get that.
Yeah, do you think it's still there? Maybe it's somebody threw it in the weeds like they did that other one.
I don't know. The only reason that I didn't turn that thing in was because it had been sitting there for 6 weeks.
The rust was starting to rust on it.
It really was.
Yeah.
The copper head was starting to fade. And that baby was way back in the bushes. But I got 2 sets of golf balls.
Hell
One
yeah.
set had your face on them. The other set had Miles' face on
Those are
them.
funny as shit.
Hopefully I hit them good.
Are you
The
gonna?
Titleist.
You have to save at least one of each. Like obviously play with.
I
them.
will. Yeah, I have 2. I have 2 sleeves.
Yep.
Just sitting in my room right now. It's weird because like all my sometimes I'll forget tees or like ball markers or balls in my pocket coming back from around, and they slowly just start to collect on top of my dresser. I have like I have a little corner on the dresser. I have like a tray where I put my wallet and my chapstick and all that. And now there's like 2 sleeves of golf balls, a tee, and a ball marker, and then a random ball from Pop Stroke in Florida, the Bridgestone Tiger Woods ball. So. I mean, if you ever need to go shopping, just come over and take a look at the top of my dresser.
That's your emergency. Like if you get dressed in your room and you see it, you grab those on your way out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
I have the same
exactly.
thing on top of my dresser.
Same thing with the glove box in my truck.
Oh, I cup holder it.
Where are the weirdest places that you'll find golf equipment or golf knickknacks of your own?
I don't know if it's weird and it makes sense when you really think about it, but I've found many a tee in the dryer.
I was just going to say on top of
Tees
the
in
washing
dryer.
machine.
Yep.
And then my wife puts them on top of on the washing machine. For some reason, I just don't feel the need to grab them after that. They're just going to sit there.
Despite the fact that they're the cleanest balls in your bag,
They are.
probably at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Why don't people run balls through the washer and dryer?
I think you would fuck it up, don't you? And
That's got to be a nightmare.
No, you wash it with clothes.
with like a load of towels.
Load of towels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you
golf
put,
towels.
No, you put the golf ball in a sock. So then it doesn't dent anything and it still gets clean and it's not
the sock is scrubbing it.
Yeah. And
You ever got beaten down with a sock full of golf balls?
No, but soap though.
Okay. You did you drop the soap?
No, the soap was in the sock and then you hit people with it and they don't bruise. Fun fact, they do that in jail.
Oh, no shit.
Except it's a pillowcase.
I was thinking some of them use batteries, don't they?
I don't know.
I think it depends on the jail you're in.
I think I saw that on Prison Break one time.
My uncle's a jailer. I don't think he can tell us officially on the record, but I can ask.
Oh, he can. Tyler,
The same uncle that's making me the golf thing.
why don't they have par 3 courses in prisons?
Because they're there to be punished.
But they can play basketball. They can lift weights. They
That's
can play kickball. Fucking Paul Crew can put together a football team.
Golf clubs are commonly used as weapons.
I get that, but signed in, signed out. Why can't a barbell be used as a weapon?
True.
Or
True.
a 2.5 pound weight that you could just slip right in your pants and then throw it in a big old sock.
I don't think anyone in jail is lifting 2.5 pound weights, but
That's-
continue.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, when you're going for an absolute PR, 1 rep max, you put a 2.5 on each side, that's 5 pound difference. You go from a 390 squat to 395. Like at that weight, that's a lot. That's a huge difference.
I was assuming more dumbbells, but yeah, well, like as plates.
No,
that makes
I'm
more
talking
sense.
bench press
Yeah, okay.
mainly. Bench press, squat, deadlift. The 2.5s are there. Trust me, they do come in handy. Par 3 court. I mean, we could have guys coming out of prison as like
Scratch golf.
5
Then
handicaps,
They could come out of prison and qualify for the Corn Ferry immediately.
and they could immediately start making money.
They would be out. They're just not. They're like super, super average on par 4s and 5s, but they're just fucking lights out on all the par 3s.
Why don't they have? Okay, why don't they have a par 3 league
That would be cool.
where? So like this league, like you got the PGA, right?
Mhm.
And that's typically like 72, 70 par 72.
You call it the 3GA.
The 3GA is only par 3 courses.
Yeah.
One of them being in the prison.
And it's the guards
Big
versus
bird.
the inmates.
Yeah, it's Ryder Cup style.
Yeah.
It's the guards versus the inmates.
and before
Tiger Woods,
been
he could be the captain.
he could.
He got a Dewey, maybe not a hefty one, but he got the Dewey.
Dewey nonetheless.
Probably went to maybe didn't go to prison.
He might have
but
been in the drunk tank for a night.
I never want to see him back in jail or prison again.
Me either.
But this is all hypothetical, remember? So Tiger Woods, captain of the
Switch out the Sunday Reds for the Tuesday Oranges.
no, the Sunday Oranges.
It's Sunday
Championship
orange.
Sunday.
the everyday Oranges.
It's
Yeah.
Friday stripes.
Yes. Tiger Woods is the captain of the jail birdies.
That's pretty good.
I know.
really
That's
good.
pretty
I know it
good.
was.
Yep.
I know it was. And the 3GA consists of, right now, it's just 2 teams. It is the guards and it is the jail birdies.
But all year the jailbirdies train to take on a rival prison in a scramble.
Think
The
about
end
this.
of the end of sentence scramble.
Yeah. Yeah. When a guy like, some guys don't want to leave because the 3GA is something to
Yeah,
watch.
it's like what's his name from Shawshank?
I don't know his name, but
I don't know.
He didn't want to leave. The old man.
I don't know.
God, this is gonna piss me off.
Doesn't matter. That's how it's like. That's what it's like though. So some guys go on trial. They plead guilty because like, keep me in this.
I want
bitch.
to golf.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
feed me great.
They're
I get to golf in the 3GA with Tiger Woods.
my wife can't bother me.
Yeah, wife can't bother me. She literally can't.
Brooksy.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Brooks Hatlin.
Yep.
Relationship problems off the table because you don't have one. You're in prison. Maybe with
Oh.
your cellmate, but
Yeah. You can have a relationship in prison.
Is your cellmate automatically your cart partner too?
or
he may be
caddy?
your caddy.
Caddy.
Yep.
Yeah, he may be the caddy. The 3GA. This is fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Think about it. Top golf style for practice rounds,
Mhm.
right? The yard in the prison's got to be pretty big.
Yeah.
I imagine from what I see on Prison Break and on other movies. So you
Always accurate.
just throw a big ass net up. There's already the barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
So you just throw a net on top of the barbed wire. If someone tries to escape, they still got to go through the net. So then they really can't escape.
Now you can put razors in the net.
Well, then that would hurt the ball. That would
Because it's razor wire at the top of the fence.
Correct.
Not just barbed wire.
Correct. It's razor wire.
So extra protection for the guards there too.
Yes.
No more prison breaks.
Tees. They use little shuttlecocks. They don't use actual tees.
Yeah,
that
they
can be
use the
used as a weapon.
simulator tee.
They use simulator tee. Yep, because that's just a light plastic. The balls. I think the balls are crime proof.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, we'll just write no. Don't do crime with this on the ball.
Who's your like? Who would be your elite 3GA team?
Well, I have to think of athletes that have gone to prison.
I'm going with Plaxico Burress. Shot himself in the leg. You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
That was a good one. He was on Tom Brady's documentary I've been watching. Plaxico Burress. Tiger Woods, because he did do maybe a night.
He had to have done at least a night.
Even if it was in jail, he still qualifies. Okay. I'm taking Plaxico off the list. Okay. Tiger Woods. Who else has been in prison?
I don't know.
Henry Ruggs.
Jesus.
What?
He was at Top Golf.
If we're gonna do this segment, he was at Top.
He could swing a club.
So he's got a background.
He was.
He
was at Top Golf before he got in trouble.
If we're going there, I know he's deceased, but hell of an athlete, Aaron Hernandez.
Yes, he's got to be on the 3GA team.
He was a great athlete.
And this is a scramble too.
Uh-huh.
Wow, no, par 3 scramble. That doesn't make
No,
sense.
that's just the end of sentence scramble is against your rival prison to get like a month taken off your sentence if you win.
Sure. Okay, so we have Tiger Woods, we have Henry Ruggs, we have Aaron Hernandez, and then
John Daly spent a night in jail.
He's in. Welcome to the team, John. You're our Paul Crew.
So, guys, in 2008, John Daly passed out at a Hooters drunk, and he spent the night in jail. No one even came and bailed him out that night. Maybe it was like 11:50, and at midnight hit, and he's like, "Fuck, I gotta spend the night in here. I might as well get a good night's sleep." Guarantee no one screwed John Daly.
Yeah, I guarantee it. I think he could be our Paul Crew, the wily old vet.
Yeah,
that gets everybody together because he's so bored in prison.
I agree. The Henry Ruggs Top Golf thing is good. Now, again, what these guys have done that does not make them, because they're on this team, still doesn't make them good people for what they did.
Right.
But
they
we need to
good golfers.
We need to construct this 3GA team, and I think we did that properly. Any other honorable mentions, like alternates or?
Do we think OJ's got a swing on him? He spends a lot of time on the course nowadays.
He does.
He did go to jail, not for what he should have, but he did go.
He spent the longest time in jail out of anyone on this list.
For what? Selling sports memorabilia?
What did he
illegally
go for?
I thought,
or stealing sports memorabilia out of a hotel room.
He stole something.
Matt, can you after this? Can you just Google golfers who have been in jail?
Armed robbery?
Yeah, because he was stealing sports memorabilia from a hotel room. Golfers who have been in jail.
He does love golf.
Cabrera, wasn't he a Masters winner?
He's 2 years.
Oh, fucking! He was even in jail in Argentina. Isn't that where Michael?
I think that was where the second
was that Brazil.
The second or third jail he broke out of.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that guy's. Well, he's out of the question because he's just going to be gone within the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 golfers with
Jean-Baptiste Adot.
Interesting. Okay. I really think we got something here, though.
The prison league.
Imagine
you watch it on ESPN Plus.
Yeah,
it's the only place it streams.
I mean, think about it.
It's just the security cameras. They can't bring any cameras in there.
People can get you can get your GED. You can get like a college education almost in prison. You can lift weights. You can play basketball. You can, I don't know,
read.
You can read.
Why can't you play golf?
Yeah, you can get a rock hammer and a cutout book.
A what?
Shawshank. Has no one seen Shawshank here?
Long time ago.
Great
I've never
movie.
seen it.
Long time ago.
Great movie.
Anything else on the 3GA? Anything else that you would like to implement?
Well, it would be hard to lose balls because assuming that you're within walls, so every ball should be playable.
It's kind of like that arena golf vibe. You can use the landscape to your advantage.
Yeah.
What's the bev cart situation in the 3GA?
Well,
You just get oatmeal delivered to you. I feel like they're always eating oatmeal in
I
jail
know, yeah.
movies.
Oatmeal and biscuits.
And chili.
Biscuits and water. Well, obviously there's no booze, so the bev cart
It's just toilet hooch.
Someone's driving around in a porta potty with toilet.
Swapping cigs.
Why are you guys drinking the toilet water? It's really good. You should try it sometime.
Oh, you guys ever been to jail?
No,
Have I? No,
No.
not personally.
That's surprising.
you have. We already talked about this.
I went to jail one night. That was it.
Was it for wearing a sweatshirt and misleading the public about how cold it was?
Misinformation.
Yeah,
No, it's a story for
slander.
another time.
slander,
Yep. Defamation
defamation.
of
Yep.
myself.
Yep. People saw you out in a sweatshirt after reporting on not going out, so they went out in a sweatshirt and they got frostbite.
I want to be
All-
just like Tyler.
All my friends did comment on it because they were watching them in the bar.
Really?
Yeah.
They were watching the news?
Yeah, the news is on.
Was it on while you were just there in a sweatshirt?
All right, so your buddies rolled up into the bar and said, "Hey, we got to get
No,
we
it
gotta
was
get
just on.
we got to get 10 o'clock news on because our buddy Tyler's reporting and we need him here now."
Actually, I was on the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 10 that night. So
Well, it sounds
Was
like,
it because the main people were off for New Year's?
yeah, it seems like they
it
just
was
got the
because
day
they
off.
needed somebody just filled with grit and just one of the toughest, hardest people they had to go out in that cold and report.
Well, it sounds
on
like
it.
you were like a month in. They're like, "You're doing all these shows." You had no other.
I
choice.
can't imagine they're giving the negative 12 degree temp jobs to like their most valued employee.
Hey,
Correct,
Hey,
yeah.
they went out there. They're like, "Hey, we know you're the only one mentally tough enough to do this."
You get paid double time for the risk of going out. In that cold?
I got paid double for being on New Year's Eve, having to work the holiday.
and it's only till 10.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. I mean,
Do you ever drink on the job?
no,
I mean, you don't work there anymore. You can tell us.
never did.
No shit.
Uh,
You did, didn't you?
That New Year's Eve, I did.
Well, it was more so of like I need to stay warm and do what I need to do to stay warm.
In between that 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock last shot, I took one shot while I was at on my lunch break. Even though my lunch break was at
6 and 10. Between 6 and 10 was lunch.
Yeah, you worked weird hours. You didn't go to work till 1, and then you worked
Weird.
1 to 10, and then your lunch was out in between the 6 and the 10 because that's the biggest gap between shows.
God, that would be the worst.
Yeah.
That would be the absolute worst.
I took one warm up shot because it was negative 45 degrees.
Well, you did what you had to do in order to stay
Yeah,
warm,
I was
so
doing
you can
it.
tell us if you did or not.
I just told you.
Okay. Well, I was. I don't know. I don't know. You were skating around it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think what is the term when the crime happened too long ago?
Amnesty or whatever.
Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Fuck, maybe you'll be in prison for doing that.
Maybe I'll be on the
3GA.
fucking 3GA.
That's actually sick. How many holes do you think they could put in one of the courtyards?
Probably just a 3-hole loop.
I think I could do more.
Maybe. Depends on how nice this prison is.
Yeah. I mean, think of the money that prison could bring in from viewership. You could pay-per-view
Yeah.
this bitch. How many inmates?
That's a cell.
6x8.
So your Christmas was good.
My Christmas was good. Yes.
Good. I had a good time too.
It was, but it's good to be back into the routine of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I did get some golf knickknacks, got some other good stuff. And now we just sit and wait. Same thing with these new clubs. I get them, maybe play a couple times in the simulator, and then I just sit and wait.
Are you gonna make a day of it when those clubs come in? Like take half day off of work, go to the simulator, go to Sweet Shots, hit around in the garage a little bit.
Oh, as soon as I get that phone call, I'm leaving. Whether that's 9 a.m. or 5 p.m.
Just straight to Grand Forks.
Correct.
Never coming back. You're just gonna live up there. There's a simulator up there.
Oh, there's one in the golf shop.
Yeah. Can you just book that? I think that's only
No,
for
you
fitting,
can't.
right?
But because I bought clubs from there, that they would let me hit them in there. So
What if you get them and you just don't like them now?
Then I just need to learn how to hit them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, 3GA. We'll keep working on that. We'll start workshopping some things and
Can we be the commissioners?
maybe pitch some wardens on the 3GA.
Yeah.
Maybe we got a fellow golf fan that's a warden.
Maybe we have a listener in prison. If you're a listener in prison and they let you listen to the podcast, let us know.
Let us know if the 3GA is possible and whether you would like to be a founding father of this league.
So yeah. And if we have any holes in our plan, please reach out. Because we don't know shit about prison.
And you do.
And so we would like to be educated.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, we'll
See
talk. Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, guys, we are back, and we want to talk to the football fans real quick. I'm sure we all love an action-packed, high-scoring NFL game, and with the latest no-brainer from DraftKings, an official sports betting partner in the NFL, you will be a winner once a single point is scored. New customers who bet just $1 on any team to score can win $100 in free bets. It's that simple. Guys, if the sportsbook isn't available in your state, remember you can always play the DraftKings Daily Fantasy.
Yeah, baby.
Huge cash prizes, free shot at millions of dollars. And trust me, they do give away a lot of money.
Aaron Rodgers, my least favorite human in the world, moved up a notch in my book. Homie won me $18 on Christmas.
$18. Merry Christmas, Tyler, from Aaron Rodgers.
Thanks, Aaron.
Guys, go ahead and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code YouBetcha. Bet $1 on any team to score and win $100 in free bets. Literally, they just have to score 1 point.
A single point.
Or 2 points.
Gophers last night almost had a safety. Got turned over, though.
Yeah. So they would have scored one more point than you needed to win $100.
Exactly.
In free bets. If they score, you score with promo code YouBetcha this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 years old in New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know what Grandpa Dave got for Christmas in his stocking, Ryan?
Bulk beef jerky.
Bulk beef jerky. You know how he got it?
Grandma
Kathy used promo code YouBetcha to get 10% off delivered straight to her door and straight into Grandpa's stocking.
What kind?
She got him the original, the tender, the juicy beef brisket jerky. Surprising because on this podcast, I have said that Grandpa would be more of a rip and tear guy, but Grandma went with the tender.
Yeah, maybe Grandma just doesn't know Grandpa like she thought she would after 60 years.
Right. He was pleasantly surprised, though. He tried it, and he was right away. He's like, whoa, that's a different kind of turkey. And he was kind of in his old man mood, to like, I don't know if I like this, but 3 bites in, he's hooked.
Yeah, change is hard at that age.
He is no longer a rip and tear guy. He is a tender beef brisket jerky guy. Yum. That is his new favorite. So if you want to be like Grandpa Dave, go to bulkbeefjerky.com/YouBetcha. YOUBETCHA. Use promo code YouBetcha for 10% off your order of jerky. They deliver it straight to your door. Have yourself a merry freaking New Year. And make
Happy
sure
New Year.
It's merry.
Merry Christmas.
Have a merry New Year and fill your belly with some bulk beef jerky.
Happy Hanukkah.
Speaking of New Year's, Ryan, what are you doing? You gonna get a little drunk, Ryan?
I think I'm just gonna stay home. Actually, just got a text from my wife. She said she wants to have tuna steaks on New Year's Eve.
Very random, but I like it.
I know. I don't know why tuna steaks. I'd rather have just a regular steak.
Me too.
But tuna packed with protein. If you are getting into the New Year's resolution with redoing that bod of yours, tuna steaks is a great option.
Yeah, sure.
Tuna steaks, and then just to top everything off, because we know how many people stick to New Year's resolutions.
0.
Throw some fries in there, maybe some ranch, maybe some potatoes.
Nothing goes better with tuna steak than fries and ranch.
Fries, ranch, and maybe some chips and salsa too as an appetizer.
Are you going out that night?
No.
Well, if you do, brush your teeth after that tuna steak.
Really?
No one's going to want to talk to you at the bar.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just it'd be a great way to keep people to leave you the fuck alone. If anyone tries to talk to you.
It's getting to a point where like I'll go to the bar and I can't even walk 5 feet into the front door and there's just mobs of people around me.
That's why you got to find your favorite small town bar at our age.
Yeah. That's not actually true. I can walk from front to back of the bar in like 30 seconds and no one will say anything. So if you ever see Tyler and I out, really pump our tires up a little bit. Plug the page. Love hearing that. Tell us you listen to the podcast. We love hearing that.
I thought you were talking about because the bar was too busy. I didn't know.
No, he was talking about his fame. I realized that halfway through as well.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guys.
Shit, dude.
Shit. I might go out. Probably, maybe. I'm not going to go downtown.
Yeah, I might go to I'm going to relatives, so I'll get drunk with relatives.
I'll only go downtown like once every 6 months, if that.
Yeah, I don't do that even.
And the buddy that I go downtown with, it's funny because we'll get together.
Once every 6 months?
No, we'll get together like once a week, whatever. Best man at my wedding.
Okay.
And,
which one?
Preston.
Okay.
Well, and he's currently deployed right now. He gets back. He's been gone for like 6 months. Gets back in like 3 or 4 weeks. But we'll get together, and there'll just be a random night where we're like, we should head downtown, and it just turns into an absolute disaster
Every time.
in a good way.
Yeah,
in a good way. So I always look forward to that. I never like to force the downtown thing. When it happens, it happens. And those are usually the best nights going out.
Yeah, I'm with you. The spur of the moment random nights are the best.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been downtown Fargo on New Year's Eve. What do they do when the ball drops?
I don't know. I've been down once, and I don't really know if I remember the ball dropping specifically.
Is there just a bunch of random like guys and gals like just like kissing when the ball drops?
Probably.
You just find the closest one next to you.
Yeah. Just the first one.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's looking for the kiss, right?
Right. Well, I think scope it out like maybe halfway through the kiss, see if there's somebody not kissing someone.
Okay.
And then like make eye contact and be like, make out.
Yeah. It's almost like it's kind of like
this, Matt. Like this intense eye contact, Matt.
It's kind of like a
I think
middle.
that's the move.
Kind of like a middle school dance where like a slow song comes on and you're just looking around to see like what girl hasn't gotten swiped up yet.
Fun fact, had my first kiss at a middle school dance.
No shit.
Yeah. Little Peck during who was it? What's his name? He was on American Idol. Chris Daughtry song.
Josh Peck?
Josh Peck. Yeah.
Was it a Josh
A
Peck?
quick little Josh Peck.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
I like that. Josh Peck, he had a great New Year's resolution, lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah. He
He's
looks
fit
good.
now. Yeah, him and Jonah Hill.
Do you have resolutions for this year?
For this year, as much as I'd like to say, like, I'm going to work out 5 times a week, I don't do that anymore
Yeah.
because it's just unattainable.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
But real quick, before we get into this, I want to go back to the tradition of like kissing someone when the ball drops.
Mhm.
So what is the point of that? Is it to be like, oh, I started off the first thing I did
You ended
on the
the
new
year. You ended the year with them and started the year with them.
Okay, so it could be a random. You never know.
Yeah.
But like 6 months later, you don't even remember that. You're not even thinking about
No.
that. It's
Well, unless
literally
it's
for,
like your wife.
unless it's your, well, not even that. I'm like,
True.
hey, babe, remember when we kissed on New Year's Eve this year? Wasn't that magical? Like, you just don't do that.
True. Unless you selfie video it.
Yeah, and then like accidentally stumble upon it in your camera roll when you're trying to
Yeah,
look
like
for,
when those
some-
memories pop up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually not a bad. I do like the memories,
Yeah.
like Snapchat memories that pop up year after year.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Especially when you have kids, when they show up in their little baby pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't get into that.
Yeah, we're not. I knew you'd work that in here,
Yep.
but we won't do that. So New Year's resolutions. Are we talking just in general?
Yeah, I mean, we'll go into golf specific ones. Matthew has a segment for us. Matt, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
You want to dive into it now, or we want to talk about our lifestyle resolutions first? I don't have any. I don't have a single.
I don't.
One.
I also don't have lifestyle resolutions. I'm gonna do something of self development because I've really fallen off that train in the last year. I think it's because I work here, and self development gets you made fun of.
Yep.
But I don't care anymore.
Yeah, my one resolution is to consume more nicotine and caffeine.
You're off to a hot start.
So then your resolution next year is. What's your resolution next year? Don't die.
Possibly heart health.
What's
Next
the
year.
big? What's the big daddy? What's the big? Well, you got a 5-year plan. What your 5-year plan? What is it? Don't die.
Yeah, to the old man
Yeah.
that she's cheating on him with.
Yeah. So are you actually gonna do that?
No,
Oh, well, you sounded serious.
it's not my intention to consume more nicotine and caffeine.
Yeah, that's not good. You
No.
shouldn't do that. I'm drinking some caffeine right now.
Me
It tastes
too.
really good. I'm just gonna keep that at where it's at because it's at a good stage right now. It's about 300 milligrams a day.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be up to about 6 to 7.
Damn.
I'd have like coffee in the morning, and I would chase my coffee down with a 5-hour energy. And then I usually have a bang energy in the afternoon. And that's 300.
Yeah.
That's 300. The 5 hour was 300 and the coffee was like 100,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
So
a lot of caffeine.
it was not good. So in terms of lifestyle resolutions, I don't know yet. I'll get back to you next week on it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday, it could be Friday. We don't know when we're dropping the pod. But we'll get there. We'll talk about the resolutions lifestyle-wise next year. I do have a good golf resolution, though.
Yes.
Before we get into that, I want to
Take it away.
take a blast from the past.
Yeah, so you guys actually made New Year's resolutions on this podcast last year. And being the great producer I am, I actually went through and listened to them so I could so we could review them together and see how you guys did.
How was last year's podcast compared to now?
I thought it was pretty good. Jake was the producer, so it was 2 producers ago. You guys were in a completely different set.
We just keep running through producers. Matt, like your job probably is going to last another couple months.
Yeah, but job security is not great in the producer role.
Mitch, so it went Jake, Cody, and then Mitch for like an episode.
That was just because I was gone. I was stuck in Cleveland.
Okay, well, we'll throw them in there anyway.
Yeah.
And then you. So we've had 4 producers in 64 episodes. So it's one every 21. No, it's like one every, 15 episodes?
Something like that.
Okay, so enjoy your time here.
Yeah.
You'll make it to 69 though, so that's good.
Yeah, I came in at the right time, I think. I came in for the peak.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, yeah, the podcast was great. You guys had a great dynamic, I thought.
Nice.
Your resolutions were very different, though. Very different things. Ryan, you took yours a lot more seriously than Tyler did.
Well, that's because I was more of a serious guy back then.
So let's go through yours first. Your first resolution was to play 1 round per week outside of skits. How'd you do?
You had to get kind of close.
I think I did pretty well at that.
Yeah.
I think I was probably like 75% at that. And that was through the whole entire golf season.
Yep.
Now, obviously, I can't do that now.
You said from course open to course closed.
Okay.
You specified that.
I think, and I mean, sometimes I played 3 times a week. Arizona played 2 times. I played 4 times in 2 days.
Yep.
So we can, shuffle those around into those missing weeks. Okay. That was good.
Start off well. Your second one was to average at least 2 birdies per round.
That didn't happen. No, if we average everything out, especially towards the end of the year, that did not happen.
The reason you chose 2 birdies is because you said you wanted an attainable goal that would not get you frustrated.
And I feel like I just got more frustrated.
You were really excited for your golf lessons. I will say that. You said they were going to change you and you were going to be a better golfer.
And I was.
Afterwards.
Opening round, Pine to Palm.
I was. 1 round.
84.
All right. And then your third goal was to secure a brand deal at a course in town so that we could golf there all the time.
That didn't happen either.
Well,
kind of.
We're working on it, okay? We are working on it. Also, we do kind of have a brand deal with one of the most prestigious courses in Fargo, and that being Prairie Wood.
Yeah, well, we have a unspoken agreement that we can go there and shoot.
Because when we walk into the clubhouse, the same guy is usually always working. By the way, he moved, which sucks.
No.
Yep, he moved to Colorado.
Shit. I like
you
that
just
guy.
wonder why everyone moves to Colorado. Like, I know exactly why you're moving there.
I hope he has fun. I liked him.
Yeah, and we would make eye contact. He knew exactly what we were doing. And sometimes he would ask what video we're shooting today. And I would tell him. And it was a good handshake agreement. Now, some of the other courses in town are
very different.
Very against us doing that without signing a 568-page document.
Yes.
That I am not going to read
and
through.
Then we'd have to take out personal insurance or some shit too.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
So we do. I would highly recommend Prairie Wood being the home course for anybody out there.
It sucks now that the guy's gone though. He was one of my favorite parts of Prairie Wood.
He was good.
Always good vibes.
Yep.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy Colorado, man. I don't know your name. We never asked, but I consider you a friend.
I agree. Okay, go on.
All right. So Tyler's resolutions were a lot.
So that's it?
Yeah, those were your 3.
You only had 3.
God, that's lame. I got a better one for this year.
That's good. Tyler's resolutions were a lot more lighthearted. You started off with lose less balls.
I think that actually happened. Compared to the season before I made these resolutions, I think I did lose less balls than that year.
That's good.
Because I only refilled my front pocket once.
We need to keep track this next year of how many balls we lose.
Oh, there's no chance we can.
Like, why?
Because even though we lose less balls than we did before, we still lose a lot of balls.
I bet I probably lost like 65 balls this year.
Yeah.
That's a lot of balls.
It's a lot.
That's like hundreds of dollars in golf balls.
Unless you take them from grandpa.
That's correct.
Then it's $0.
Correct. But still. Okay. Lose less balls?
Yep. His second resolution was he was going to lead a front to make chipping sexy.
Never happened.
Chipping is still unsexy?
I mean, I think so. I tried doing it on the podcast like 3 times, like making it a bit, and just no one agreed. Driving is always going to be the sexy thing, and I have accepted that fate.
Flop shots are sexy.
They are. I mean, it's sweet, and then that's considered chipping.
Yeah.
Anything right around the edge of the green, I want that to be the sexy thing in golf. No longer hitting massive drives. I want really good approach shots from right around the green.
I just don't think that's possible.
I know, but I would love it to be. And I think this last year proved that no matter what I do, chipping won't be sexy to
I'd like to
anyone
make-
but me.
I'd like to make putting sexy. Like you're just dialed from like 15 feet.
I
and
think
in.
I think putting has a better chance than chipping.
Yeah. Because
Chipping just looks too awkward too.
Yeah, but if you do one right, I think it's more satisfying to hit a really good chip
I
than it
think-
is to hit a really long putt.
people aren't shedding enough light on how sexy stingers are.
Stingers are fucking sweet.
Yeah. If I could hit a stinger every shot, I would. Why don't people hit more of them?
I don't know. I mean, you lose distance on a stinger because the apex isn't as high, so you don't get the carry forward. Like you
Yeah,
do, but if the arc is higher, it's gonna hit further down on the ground and go further. It's physics. I don't know.
But a lot of the times it's windy where we're playing. So
Right. So then
keep
you
it
need
low.
to do it.
Yeah. I like that.
I think there's just still so many stigmas about what a good golf shot should look like. It should be
Yeah.
high up and just straight. I think we need to accept and love all golf shots for whatever they look like.
Even if you fucking dribble it and you smack the top of the ball and it barely leaves the ground, but it still goes 150 yards in the right direction and gets really close to the green, high five yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
100%.
Doesn't matter what it looks like. If it got you where you needed to be, good on you.
Okay.
It's all about the outcome. And then your final resolution for the year was to beat your co-host Ryan in a round of golf.
Which I did.
That was a fluke. That
I
was an
still did it.
That was an absolute
That's what I
fluke,
said
though.
last year. I was like, I just got to have you have one bad round,
I should have quit that round just so you wouldn't have been able to
but I got
claim it. Yeah,
That's-
you got it like 1 out of like 35
it. Hey,
rounds.
that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted is
That
one.
is very consistent with what he was saying. He said he's just going to get you on one bad round. And he just wants one. He doesn't care if you beat him 500 times.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, you did attain that. So that's good. Good
Thanks.
on you.
All right.
I don't need a resolution for this year.
You're already exactly where you need
No,
to be.
I wrote 3 and like they're not as silly as before.
Are you the serious one now?
A little bit more serious.
I'm not even going to tell you what mine are. You'll have to figure out whether it's silly or serious.
I'll go. Do you want me to start?
Yeah. What are your guys' New Year's resolutions for the 2022 year, golf wise?
My number 3 is I know I am not mentally strong enough to not buy a membership. So my number
Why?
3 is to make it worth it. Actually use my fucking money's worth when the membership I buy this year. I'm still going to buy the smallest one, but I got to make that shit worth it. Because it's just internally, it's like it'll force me to golf more.
I just don't golf at the same course enough.
Yeah, that's what you got to buy the multi-pack thing. You don't just buy one course.
Yeah.
The cheapest one is 4 courses.
See, I don't like to have to force myself to go out though.
Yeah, I mean, I want to. It just gives me like an extra excuse. Like, oh, I got to make this membership worth it. I'm golfing in the morning. You don't want me to waste money,
That's
do you?
I think that's the best way to do it. Like force yourself to go in like a morning. And I think something like that is a great incentive for those days when the alarm clock's going off and you just don't want to get up.
Right. If you can get up and you don't have to worry about like, oh, I got to go straight to work and I got a bunch of emails to respond to and this and that. And it's like you wake up and like, I got to make my tea time. You get out of bed a hell of a lot faster.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I like that.
Yep.
I like that. Mine, I got 3. Okay. My first one is to sell the remainder of my clubs on the podcast. And if it takes all year, if I literally have to sell them club by club, I will. But I want to get rid of those things.
What if I just buy
No,
all
I'm
of
kidding.
them?
I'm not going to get rid of them. My first New Year's resolution is I want to introduce somebody new to the game of golf.
That's a great
So
one.
somebody who's never played before or has played a couple times but is just kind of like intimidated to go out. I want to like bring them out and show them like proper etiquette but also like having fun with it and like proper times to get pissed off because there are proper times to get
Yes.
pissed off, but there's also times where it's like whatever.
Yep. Hey, don't get pissed off here.
Yes, exactly. So I want to be able to introduce one new person to the sport.
Anyone in your sights?
No.
Just any random?
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. I'll
I
go-
didn't know if you had someone in mind.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Matt's got some too. Fresh, new, not necessarily new to the golf world, but new to the serious golf world.
Yeah, I'd say so. And my first one actually has to do with that. My first goal, I noticed towards the end of the year, as I was starting to hit them up into the air and like actually making decent shots, I developed a really bad habit of like turning and looking away from the ball before it landed.
Yeah, you would just
It's because I think I'm a bit of a showman at times, and just anytime I can do anything remotely athletic, I get insanely cocky. So my goal is to break that habit and watch the ball hit the ground every single time before I turn around and celebrate.
Yeah.
Matt was the king of the Tiger no look.
yeah, and
And it was just because like almost got hit in the fairway or something.
Yeah.
and it's okay if you look away from the shot, just not every shot.
Yeah.
You know,
Matt on all of his drives picked his tee up before his ball was 50 yards from his body.
yeah. And sometimes he would putt it and he'd grab the ball before it would even go in the hole. Just, I think, just to say you made it, even though you might not have.
Yeah. So bad habit I developed. I got to humble myself a little bit. So that's
Yes.
the first one on my list.
Hey, don't humble yourself too much, because if you get good, then that shit's cool.
No, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to find that balance.
Yep. My number 2, another one semi-serious. I'm playing in the Pine de Palm this year,
Okay.
and I want to qualify. I don't give a shit if it is in the worst tier, like the very bottom tier. I just want to qualify.
You'll have to shoot in the 80s.
And I think I can maybe get like an 89. Because you weren't at the bottom. You were like 10 up from the bottom, weren't you?
Like places.
Yeah, like tiers. Because they put you in the fourth.
I was
four-person
2
tier.
tiers up from the bottom, and let's see. There's 4 guys per tier. So about 10. Yep.
Yep. So I think I can sneak in the back end.
Okay.
I just got to put together a full 18, which I know is going to be tough.
Okay.
No quads.
Yeah.
If I can not shoot a single quad and keep my triples to 1, I think I'll be all right.
Let's go. That goal fires me up.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it.
My resolution on top of that is to have my, I don't know why I'm trying to make this like a big deal. I want to play in the Pine de Palm this year.
Just period.
Just period.
Yeah. Were you there when he
Even
got
if I
banned?
even
Yeah,
if
you
I
were.
Yeah. That was
Even
like
if
my
I
second
sign up-
week.
Yeah.
Even if I sign up under an alias,
Yeah.
I'll give you my name if you want it.
That would be.
because who's gonna know?
I can't imagine they have
That
it
would-
written down
Like, it
anywhere.
would be hilarious if you snuck into the Pine de Palm as Matt Kennedy.
Dude, we gotta get you a fake mustache.
And then-
that would be hilarious.
And then you played really well, like win your tier, you get the trophy, and it fucking says Matt's name on it.
That would be pretty good.
That would be great.
And then I'll get banned for life.
For life, yes.
And then I could be a part of the 3GA
Yep.
because that is one organization that would accept me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Faults aside,
No, fuck that tournament. I'm not playing. I'm literally never playing that again.
will you caddy for me?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go with.
Thanks.
That's fine.
That's awesome. All right, my second one was my goal for Arizona was to get a par like the whole time, and I got close. But I think by the end of the year, I can somehow sneak my way into a birdie.
I like that goal.
I don't know how it happens. It'll probably be on a par 3 somewhere.
Probably,
Yeah, I was gonna say all it takes is one good tee shot
Exactly.
on a par 3.
So I'm gonna get a birdie this year.
That's sweet.
It's a good goal. It's a good goal. Maybe honorable mention won't make my list. I want to get a solo eagle. I've never gotten an eagle. I've gotten plenty of eagles and scrambles and 2-man things.
It's hard.
It's gotta be fucking tough.
I don't know if I've ever gotten an eagle.
I think
before.
there's one place I can do it, and I think it is our home course, Prairie Wood, on the 1 par 5 on that course.
That's a hard par 5.
What if you can get up to 2 shots? Fuck yeah, you're right.
Second shot has to be on the green.
Don't let them
It
dampen
does.
your dream.
Yeah. No, I think it'll happen somewhere. It'll be somewhere with a hard dog leg left, and my hook will just play perfectly.
Sure. Yeah. I like that. My last one was to get a hole in one this year.
That's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it'll be my resolution until it happens.
Wait, did you do your number 2?
No.
You
I only
technically
have-
said.
Yeah, we'll go.
I
We'll go
only have
back
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting it out into the world because if it does happen, then we have this clip to fall back on.
Mhm. You were close this year. You were very close this year.
Where?
Prairie Wood on that second on hole,
Oh yeah,
on hole 3.
I lipped out.
Yep.
Yep, I lipped out. That was unreal.
Yeah.
That was a 7-iron from like 110
Yeah. It just punched it out.
punch shot.
Rolled right up onto the green, hits the cup.
Yep. That would be sick.
That would be really cool.
Get the wallet out.
I'm still in the probably the minority here. I don't want to get one till I'm an old man.
See that I have no preference on that.
You just want to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get one when I'm grandpa's age because I think it'll mean more to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he still hasn't got one. I don't want to get one before him.
So does that actually mean that grandpa is not that good at golf?
I don't think you have to be good to get a hole in one. I've seen some pretty shitty people on the internet get them.
Same.
You do have to hit it straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a good goal.
Okay.
It's a good goal.
I like it. We're setting some ambitious goals.
Yeah.
I'm about it. My third and final one is more input based. I'm putting in 50 dedicated hours this year, whether that's driving range, whether that's playing. And I mean like dedicate. Like, so I don't count like a whole round as like 4 dedicated hours because you're doing a lot of time driving around and watching people. I'm not sure how I'm going to quantify it yet, but I just want 50 dedicated hours.
You just got to go to the simulator or the driving range.
I think it's going to be mostly that. That's kind of what I'm mostly.
Yeah, for like an hour, 50 times this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
not that hard.
doable.
I think so too.
Yeah. Because then you can still count your round as like an hour or 2 hours.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's very doable. I think you got that.
Mm-hmm.
My number 1 is the exact opposite of Matt's number 3. I need to have a little more swag out there. I gotta look cooler. I'm so.
In what way? Like the way you look?
Not necessarily how I dress, just the way I act. I'm such a fucking old man on the course.
You are.
I gotta have a little bit of swagger to me.
Yeah.
I gotta celebrate some. I gotta do more than just hit my shot, walk to my ball, hit my shot, walk to my ball.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah.
I would say I have decent swagger.
Like I want to do a fucking club twirl once on a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta celebrate a little bit.
Yeah, I know how to club twirl. Whether I should be club twirling, probably not, but it's down in case I need it.
You got it. Did you practice it in the garage?
No, I watched a few videos on it. It's not that hard.
Any recommendations on a celebration that I can coin, make my own? Because I celebrate more for your shots than I do for my own.
You do, yeah.
Maybe for a breakfast ball type thing, you could like crack a ball like an egg or something like that.
You can crack the necklace ball.
Yeah, there you go.
How about content-wise?
Goals?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, obviously a legitimate deal with the course so we can shoot there whenever we want. It would just give me peace of mind so we don't have to sneak around these fucking courses.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of sneaking.
Sneaky sneaks. Yeah, that would be really nice. I would like to get to some events. We cannot go to the waste management anymore.
Why?
It is the same weekend as a trip we need to take for the boss.
What trip?
We're going to Los Angeles, the city of angels.
Fuck. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I might just go myself.
It's not that far. It's maybe
It is drivable, I believe.
It's probably, I think it's like a 6-7 hour drive from LA. So maybe we'll just skip out because we're going to like some conference for Busch Light. So we'll sneak over to the Waste Management Open for a day.
I don't think I'll be going to that.
I'm pretty sure you're on the list.
Damn it.
I'm pretty sure I put you on the list.
God, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to LA.
We're still
I think you're going to be fine.
I've never been there. I don't know I don't think I'm going to like LA as a city. I think I'm going to really like the event we're going to though.
LA is fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy.
We are going to golf though. That's how I convinced Miles is like, hey, we're skipping the waste management. Can we golf when we're there? So we can get
absolutely.
So we're golfing.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice.
Okay, good. All right. I don't have any. I just want one person to recognize us as the breakfast ball guys.
That's happened.
That's happened at
Several
airports.
times.
Guys, I go along with the bit.
Hey,
That's never happened. That would be a great
that
idea.
would be so cool.
Because now, yeah. No, 2021's been a great year. Let me just give you kind of a snapshot of what it all happened. We had been threatened multiple times to shut our page down by Miles because he just doesn't believe in us. I also think he's just jealous that we golf more than he does.
That's true.
But now the fact that he is beating me consistently, which is not going to happen much longer, I think he's fine with us running the page now.
Yeah.
Because, he saw me golfing more. I was beating him. He's like, I got to shut this page down so we can't golf more and then I can beat him. But we're in a good spot for that now. It had to have been at least 3 times that we were going to get axed.
Yeah, and it was all during the winter when we couldn't shoot videos.
Yes, and we still really can't, but I'm actually surprised we still come up with shit to talk about. every single week on this podcast.
Jail golf leagues.
Jail golf leagues. So, guys, keep following with us through the wintertime. It's going to get better, we promise. And we're going to bring the heat in 2022.
Trust us, we want to be golfing too.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're going to keep putting shit out for you. It's obviously, it's not golf season, but we'd like to pretend it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do what we can to keep you guys entertained through the winter months and have you looking forward more to the 2022 season.
Absolutely.
With that being said, we're going to close out today's podcast. 4 more to go till the inaugural.
The finale, even though we just said we got a lot coming for you.
Guys, stay ready. All right, we got 3 episodes left.
Yes, the finale. But we will be back. Guys, if you want to check out the merchandise, oubetcha.com. I just put the Busch Light camo hats back on the site. Those go very fast. So there are 70 of them on the site as of this morning. Those will be gone by the end of the day. So go check out the camo hats. We got the new Big Boy Buck shirt.
Which is sweet. A lot of golfers are hunters as well.
Yep. A lot of good stuff on there. So if you want to help us out, go check it out. The Breakfast Ball merch is all on there. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Make sure you smash that subscribe before you go.
You cut it before that. Love you.
Love you guys.
Hell, that's a breakfast ball.